My topic for today's experiment is pencil through a bag of water. Before proceeding to the experiments, I would like to explain you all about what are plastics. Basically, plastics are polymers. Now, what are polymers? Polymers are a chain of small monomers. Mono means one and poly means multiple. A lot of monomers are bonded together and they are linked together and form a chain of polymers. Now this chain of polymers is called plastics. Now my apparatus for today's experiment is a plastic bag in which I have taken water, some of the pencils. Now what I will do is I will take the plastic bag filled with water and I will pierce these pens in this bag. Let's see what happens. What did you all observe? There is no leakage of water. We'll try another pencil. Again, there is no leakage of water. Why does this happen? When the pencil is get pierced into the plastic bag, the chain of the polymers breaks. Now, if the chain of the polymers break, there should be leakage, but there is no leakage. It is because at the end of the polymer chain, there is a sticky surface. Now, these sticky surface sealed the endings, and therefore no leakage. Now, where do you find plastics? Plastic is an amazing polymer that is useful to us in much ways. Plastic polymer seals are used in many things to make the water tight. You can take a look at your blenders, hot water flask or a coffee maker at your home. There is probably a plastic seal there. Proceeding to the next experiment. My next experiment is related to air pressure. For this experiment, I have taken a bottle filled with water and some tissue papers. I will add a little more water so that the water is totally filled in the bottle. Now as the water is totally filled, I have taken a small piece of tissue paper and I'll cover it with it. Now I will flip the bottle inverted. As you all can see, there is no leakage of water. This is not because of surface tension. As the water begins to flow, an air pressure is created inside the bottle which tries to expand. Now this creates a spacious zone of air pressure with low air pressure. If we compare it to the air pressure outside, the pressure of air is relatively higher. As the water starts to run, the air pressure starts to rush inside the bottle to cover that spacious zone which was created due to low air pressure. Therefore, the water does not flow and stopped at its own position. It was not because of the tissue paper. It was because of the air pressure that was trying to rush inside the bottle to fill that zone of low pressure. Some example of atmospheric pressure can be seen in drinking straw. Drinking straw, when sucked, air inside straw is removed, leaving a low pressure area. The higher atmospheric pressure acts on the surface of water and push drink into the straw. Another example is sucker hook. When the sucker hook is pressed, the air inside is forced out and leaving a low pressure area. The higher external atmospheric pressure outside presses down on the hook and makes it stick firmly to the wall. My next experiment topic is center of gravity. For this experiment, I have used an egg and some salt. What is center of gravity? Center of gravity is something that everybody has. For example, in humans, our center of gravity is located inside our body near our belly button. Now, center of gravity is a position where a body tries to balance itself either right or left at the top or the bottom. It tries to balance itself to be stable, to be positioned on a lean flat surface. Same goes for egg also. The center of gravity of egg is also located inside the egg. Starting the experiment, I will take a pinch of salt and put it on the table. Then I'll place the egg on the salt and try to balance it. Egg never stand up on a flat surface. Due to some small crystals of salt, the egg tries to balance itself on a flat surface and we see a egg stand up.
Life applications can be seen in racing cars. Racing cars are built low and broad for stability. Another example is Bunsen burner, table lamps, and even fans are designed with large, heavy bases to make them stable.